So can we give a big round of applause? Come on, get out your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. For 5 times Grammy-nominated Afrobeat icon. Give it up for Davido. Wait, hold on. Before you sit down, look at my man. Hold on. Let me get out the way real quick. Let me get out. You got to turn around so they can see the back, too. Come on, y'all. No games. No, okay, y'all can sit. Okay, oh, there we go. Love it, man. Yo, man, how you feeling? I know you traveled a long way to be with us here tonight. How you feeling tonight?
I feel good. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Traveling for so long. I'm on tour. I've been on tour.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been an amazing tour. We did the U.S. already. We actually just concluded the U.S. last month. And then we did Nigeria, and then now we're doing Africa.
And you're not just doing any tour. You're doing stadiums and arenas.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about preparing for such a large show. How do you bring the energy that you bring in the studio to a live setting?
Doing arena and stadium shows, first of all, they're very expensive. Production, especially in these times where, Afrobeats, African music is just on another level. So I try to give the best of production that we can, even if it means, making less money, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the tour has been amazing. I think we've done about 38 shows back to back.
Wow.
38. And we still have, I think we still have 10. I think we still have 10 before the year runs out. But it's been an amazing experience. It's just lost the words, man. Like, I wish you could see the actual visuals of what's been going on tour, man. It's really, really one for the book.
Well, give us a little bit of behind the scenes of how the tour came together. Since we'll get a little bit of a show later on, but how did you bring the tour together?
I dropped my album, my 5th album, 5 in April.
Round of applause.
So yeah, obviously you dropped the album, go on tour. So that was it. So the tour is called the 5 Alive Tour. Obviously based on the album. We actually started the tour in LA in May. May or June or so. First was at the Kia Forum.
Yeah.
Crazy, amazing. And yeah, it's just been back-to-back shows, and we're just learning new things. The production on tour has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm just really happy for the whole team. We killing it, man. Killing it, really.
I want to emphasize how big it is and hear from your perspective for Afrobeat artists to be able to come to the U.S. and sell out, not only overseas, internationally, but here as well. How big of a deal is that?
Man, like I just did the third, because I was born in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was born in ATL, so so I used to ride by, like on the way to, because I actually went to school in Alabama, college for 2 years. So I used to ride by the State Farm Arena all the time, going to school in Alabama. And I did it the 3rd time in a row last week or so on my birthday. So that was just amazing to see. And I remember just being in school and really just like telling my friends about African music. This is like when I'm like 17, 16 years old, telling them about African music, the culture, because they didn't really know, and it wasn't their fault. You know what I'm saying? I grew to realize that, they're not really educated of how it really is back home, So I used to show them African movies, the clothes, the music, and then 10 years later, I remember I don't know if it was Instagram, one of my boys from college DM me. He was like, yo, it's just crazy how everything I used to talk about came to pass,
Wow.
with the whole culture and everything. So it's cool. It's pretty cool, man.
I mean, it's cool that you were able to bring some of the African culture to Atlanta.
Yeah.
What part of the Atlanta culture did you pick up from living there?
I mean, I'm dressed like this because of you guys. But if you see me on a regular day, I have like some jeans on and I had funny enough, when I first moved back, everybody used to call me a rapper because of the way I dressed.
Yeah.
And like I told you, I think we was talking upstairs, and I said, I was actually, growing up, I was a hip hop head, big hip hop head, like 50 Cent, Ludacris, Nelly, all that. And then just switched to really R&B. I started listening to a lot of Usher. I'm a very big Usher fan. The album 8701 was like one of the albums that made me like start music. But my heart was always in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So I just always wanted to move back. My whole thing was about me moving back and then blowing up back home.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I mean, my plan was it wasn't even to come back, but God had it that way that, you know, I moved back home. I could have stayed in America, tried to do the music thing, but I was like, yo, I want to do it from back home. I want to, you know, so I moved back home and the music blew up and then I came back and then, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's crazy.
It seems like traditionally that's a little bit backwards because it seemed like people will come to the U.S. to blow up. What made you say, let me go back home and blow up and then?
Because at the time, to me, I was at the time, the Nigerian artists that were popping at the time were like, to me, they were doing crazy stuff. Like The Banj, Two-Face, P-Square, like that's who I grew up on. And I remember, because I had a cousin that used to be around them. So I remember one time he was like, I was in school. I was like, oh, where you guys at? He was like, oh, they going to, the band has a video shoot with Snoop Dogg. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, they getting in like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I really started, you know, focusing on like Afrobeats. And at the time, I was an engineer. You know, I started as an engineer. Then from engineering, I started producing. Why I was producing? Because like my dad was not gonna let me sing. Like I already knew. Like I already knew that was not an option or anything to mention to him. So I actually faced engineering and production.
Okay.
And songwriting for other artists. So what I do, I'd record demos and shop them around to Nigerian artists at the time. And then my cousin came one time. He was like, yo, you know all these demos you giving away, they sound better than, you know, when the artist actually records them. And I was like, almost like my dad is not going to let me.
Right.
But eventually, I just tried. I was like, you know what? I'm just drop one and see how it goes. So I dropped one, and it went crazy. Like it went crazy. Like I had to leave school.
This was your own that you dropped, not producing for somebody
my
else.
own. I had to like leave school type of crazy. That type of hit. Like one time, I just like tried it, just tested it, and then it became successful.
So let's talk a little bit about how you even transitioned to music, because you're the youngest of 5 siblings, right?
Yeah,
and
I'm the youngest of 5.
You're the youngest. It's the tradition for the family to grow up and work for your dad.
Yeah, I was the baby of the house. I wasn't allowed to do nothing, like cause my parents really wanted me at home, and my older siblings all went to school overseas, London, the U.S. I was the only one that was in Nigeria, because my dad was like, no, you are staying with me. So I stayed with my dad like the whole time in Nigeria. I did elementary school, high school, then I left after high school. But we used to come to America like every summer and stuff like that. But after high school, then I went to Alabama. And I feel like when I got into my college in it was HBCU in Huntsville, Alabama, and they had like the top 5 choirs in America, like black choirs in America. And I think they just they win competitions all the time. So the school was very musically inclined. So I was happy to be there, you know.
Now, you mentioned how your dad didn't want you singing, but he was serious about that. He actually stopped you a few times. Now, is it true that your dad got you arrested?
The whole army, man.
He brought the army because you were running. Tell a little bit about that story.
So like I told you guys, I dropped that one record. At first, let me start this. So when I came back to school, meant to come back to school, at that time, I think, because I went back home for Christmas, and Christmas is like the hype time in Lagos. That's when everything happens. They call it Dirty December, but like then it was just like a real like real celebration like every day. That's when you hear the new music, everybody's outside. So I went back for one Christmas, and this Christmas was like the Christmas before I like really decided to. And it just changed my life. I hung out with, you remember the artist I was telling you about, the band?
Yeah.
So I was really around them the whole December. So I was just looking, I was like, man, like, I can do this. Like, do you understand? So I went to my dad, I was like, I was like, I said that
It's like
at this time, yeah, at this time, like he knows I'm kind of doing music, but he hasn't really like heard nothing.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him. I was like, "Oh, Dad, I want to move like back to Nigeria, like move my credits back to Nigeria." And he was just like, "Why? Like, do you understand that?" Because I didn't have like a major reason. I never really sat him down, like played him my music fully. Do you understand? So anyway, I go back to America, um, and it's crazy. As I'm coming off the plane, I see the bunch. I meant to go to school. Like my uncle is waiting to pick me up and drive me to Alabama from Atlanta because you know he always land in ATL. And, and I'm walking out and I see the bunch. I'm like, ah. I'm like, what? I was like, Chapman, what are you doing here? He was like, oh, they have a show. They're going on tour. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking, bro. I took my phone, took out the SIM card. I went with him. I'm telling you, took out the SIM card. I went with him. Like at this time, I'm like, there's a spirit in me just telling me, you're going to blow up. But just, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I was moving, if I went home not blown up, it's going to be a
Yeah, right.
So it's like, at this point, I was like, I don't know. I just followed them. And then just from there, my dad found out I didn't go to school. And then I was on the road, like I was going to studios back to back. I actually went to London. So when I got to London, that's where I recorded like, I'm 15, 16.
Wow.
I'm telling you, 15, 16 years old.
Cause your dad might have had a point there. He might have. I'm thinking this. He might have had.
I'm 15, 16. But you know, in Nigeria, you finish college at 15, 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In America, it's 18.
Yeah.
So I was on the road. My dad was looking for me at this time. It was crazy. Like I'm the last child. Like I'm the only one at home. Like shit. So I got back home, and I've recorded like 5 demos. You know what I'm saying? Like I've worked a little bit, a little money in my pocket. So I'm in London. I've been in London for like 6 months. I'm talking to my sisters like, yo, so what's Dad saying? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, boy, he on that ass, boy. So be careful how you move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a plan. So I actually got this guy, was my friend, but was like, he was going to invest in my music because he really, really believed in it. So then I moved. Then I was like, yo, I'm going back to Nigeria. I'm gonna get my little. I'm 16. I'm like talking crazy. Like I'm gonna get my own apartment. You know, have my own studio, all that type of stuff. As soon as I land Nigeria, I get off the plane. So as I get off the plane, I'm like walking. I'm happy. I'm like, yo, I'm back home. Blah blah. I'm calling my guys like, yo, I'm in town. Like, yo, it's up, bro. Like, there's like a military guy, just like. He he said, pull your pants up or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember, it was so many years ago. He was like, pull your pants up, or he said something like that. Then he was like, I'm going to see you outside. I was like, I'm telling you exactly what he said. I'll see you outside. I'm like, and then I walk out and get my bags. But like, I'm still not thinking anything.
Yeah.
Walk out, get my bags. Bro, I haven't seen my dad in like a year, bro. And I just walk out, and it's like, 2 army trucks. And then I just see my dad. He just came and hugged me. Like, oh, where is it? I was like, bro, what you doing? And then eventually we got home that day. This is like a movie, and I'm gonna put this in. I'm actually gonna make a movie of all this.
No, you gotta do this one.
So then we got home. Then you know, we was like, why did I run? I was like, bro, I was trying to tell you, like, I want to do music, like. He wasn't listening. Like, this is really what I want to do. Like, it's gonna work out. I'm telling you that I'm really, really good. You know. So it started from there, and then but he really wanted me to go to school. Like that was one thing. He didn't care if I was gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I started wondering, like, did he promise my mom before she passed, like, I'm gonna make sure he finished school? Because I started thinking, like, why? Like, he really wanted me to finish school. So and by the way, by this time, I haven't released the demo.
Oh,
yet.
wow. Okay.
So I'm still on the run, like, trying to figure it out. I was going to release, you know, everything. So when I came back, so he's talking to me, like, you just go to school. If you go to school, he'll help me out with, like, you know, getting me a studio, because I was an engineer. I really wanted a studio, so I'll be able to mix and master records for other artists and just do the thing. So the deal was I go to school in the 2 week. I go to school, like, Monday, like 2 weeks. Then I get that weekend off.
Okay.
Then I do 2 weeks again, and then I get that weekend off. So I was doing that, and then he built me the studio. So I was actually working, but then I had to go to school in like 2 hours out the city, right? And then he put me like my room was next to like the dean of the whole school.
Oh, damn.
Like next door. Like when he's going to work, he's knocking on my door. Like I'm like, bruh. So that's going on, and then we put out the demo.
Yeah.
It's called Back When. That was my first single. You can when you get home, you can YouTube. It's everywhere. Featuring It'll See. So that was my first single. So I'm in school, right? So I drop it. You remember, I only have 2 weeks. I have 2 weekends, 2 weeks to be in school. Then I got 1 week to come back.
Right.
So that 1 week I went home. We shot the video for the first single that was gonna drop. We shot the video. Then I went back to school. We dropped it. Like we dropped it on TV, on the radio, internet, all of that. So I went back to school. And in school, like I don't have my phone. But then one of my guys that had a phone came to meet me. He's like, guy, somebody's trying to reach you. So I log in then it's like Twitter, Facebook. Mainly it was Facebook. And I logged in there. My guy was like, yo, they played your song in the club yesterday. Everybody was going crazy. I'm like, I'm writing him like, are you sure? Like, yo, don't hype me up. He's like, bro, I'm telling you. He's telling me that he has never seen this kind of thing before. Like, bro, everybody was going crazy. All the girls were going crazy. I'm like, what? I was like, yo, you have to send me like a video. I got to see proof. Like, and then he sent me proof. And they were actually singing everything. That's my first time realizing that.
Wow.
Like, ever seeing anybody like sing my music crazy. So that was like a moment for me. Then I was like, yo, I'm out of here. So I left school again. But at this time, I left school with kind of a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
And then I dropped the second record. Now this record was like, it was too big. Like it was the president's ringtone.
Oh, wow.
Like I was gone.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Like he sent the police to arrest me and they take pictures and leave. I'm telling you. So over time, eventually I finished school after 2 years.
Clapping up for that. That's a big thing. Yeah. Our dad was proud of that.
Yeah. And then it's just been smooth sailing with my father since then. He's like my biggest fan. Like trust me.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing. It's been an amazing run to get to the point of being able to create music freely, and then after that, everything just got lit.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Was there a certain point where your dad was on board and he was like, okay, I get it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, even way before I finished school, like once we had like a little understanding.
Yeah.
Like I'd live in Miami and I'd fly to Lagos the next day to do an exam. Like I was kind of serious with it, you know?
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Well, take us through like your process. I mean, you're 5 albums in now. So now I mean, that's a lot to be doing. And not only are you continuing to, expand this genre, you're one of the faces of Afrobeats. When you're starting out as that 15, 16-year-old, did you imagine it getting as big as it is now?
Definitely, like when something, it depends. Just like when you have like a plant, of course, it's going to keep growing and growing. But at this point, if you asked me this 10 years ago, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But God got us here, and very, very important. Our fans, our African people in the diaspora have a lot to do with us being successful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know how many people play our music. Everybody has a Nigerian friend. There's no way you must have. So it's like, from there, like I know how many of them, like my fans, like make sure like they go to parties and they make sure like, yo, play this, play that, and then eventually, if everybody's doing it, eventually everybody will catch on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't been doing the arena since, but you know what I'm saying? We were even allowed to book those type of venues till 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And now once we book the venue and they see everywhere filled up with our people too, it's amazing to see. Yeah. It's amazing.
When we talk about the African culture, it's not just the music. We show. I know you said you dress for us, but it's African fashion, it's
food,
culture,
like
food.
My friend owns like the biggest restaurant now in like Times Square in New York. It's a Nigerian restaurant.
Wow.
Lagos restaurant. Yeah. Very, very nice. So just like apart from, I was just in Fashion Week in Paris. Like 60% of the models and the designers are African.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So God is doing His thing with us, man.
Now, I know that Afrobeats is sort of like the umbrella name, but the genres there's different styles of
Yeah.
music. Can you
Because
break it
even
down a little bit?
like even if like an African rapper, if he drops a song, they'll still be like Afrobeats. Do you understand?
Right, yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I don't mind because it's helped us. It's helped the genre kind of grow instead of just like dividing the whole thing. We're still growing. We also have to understand that we're still growing. So I feel like the term Afrobeats really came from. I mean, apart from Afrobeat is what Fela started. That's what Fela used to create.
Yeah.
That's Afrobeats. But Afrobeats, I feel like in the when like African music started blowing up, especially in the UK, they needed a term. You know what I'm saying, to put the music under a genre, and they were just like, oh, Afro beats. But to me, it's like you go to Nigeria, we have people that do jazz music. We have people that do full, real R&B. You know what I'm saying? We have people that rap, hardcore rap. Do you really call them Afrobeat? You know what I'm saying? But we're growing, you know. So for now, I don't think it's harming us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you talk about the different genres that mix, whether it's a R&B, you infuse a lot of those different genres on your music, especially on Five, where you're still staying true to like the African roots, but you're expanding and sort of not afraid to do a little bit of some of the current things, but also mixing it into, you know, the roots. How do you find that balance of like, you know, staying current, but also making sure that you stay true to your roots as well?
Even like with staying current, especially with this album, I definitely went in my international bag in this one. You know, I worked with Sensia, I worked with Victoria Monet. So I was, you know, exploring other sounds, but there's always a way to kind of Africanize everything. Whether it's R&B, whether it's hip hop, whether it's you know. So I kind of tried to do that, but it's just crazy how like, you know what I'm saying, the song that I went full African crazy on is the biggest song on the album by far. You know what I'm saying? So
Talking about with you, right?
yes, with you.
Yeah.
Grammy nominated.
Grammy nominated, yeah. Grammy nominated.
So
yeah.
So like to me, like I've had 5 albums. Like you can never tell, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell. Just to me, just go in the studio, you know, make the music. And just let God do the rest. That's how I've been working my whole career. You know.
Well, you got to talk about that record. Yeah, we definitely clap up for that. So, was that not a record that you was expecting to?
Have you seen the position of that record on the album?
Yeah.
It's the last song.
The last song on the album. Yeah.
It's crazy. Shout out to Omale, man. Can we please round of applause for Omale? This is shout out to my brother, man. Funny enough, like people would never, cause he's like I'm more of like outsider, and he's more of like a calm, chilled person. So people, I remember they were saying before the album dropped, like, how's a Davido and Omale record gonna sound? How, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I hit him up. Funny enough, this is crazy. So how we got together was Kai Cenat came to Nigeria.
Oh,
This
wow.
is facts.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is literally how this record came about. So Kai Cenat came to Nigeria, and I took him out to dinner, and then we was on live stream, and I was driving him to the club. He's on stream, and then Omale's song comes up. So we vibing and stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, who's this? I'm like, oh, this Omale, he hard, blah, 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 all that type. And then the next day, Omale tweets, wow, Davido really like, you know, shout me out on the live stream. I thought he hated me. I'm like,
oh, damn.
And I DM'd him, and I was like, why would you think I hate you? We've never met, and then we exchanged numbers, and then we were just going back and forth with music. And then, like, we had about 4 records to choose from.
Wow.
Yeah, we had 4 records to choose from. And funny enough, I changed my verse on that record 2 days before.
Oh, wow.
When I think about it, my heart beats. Because that verse is legendary.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? And
what made you change it?
Well, I mean, you know, Omale had a lot of like he was like, as you know, he wanted me to change the last 8 bars, because you know he was like, I think we should put more of that Davido flavor. I think because the first verse had too much like trying to be cool English. So he was like, no, Joe, give them the
Yeah.
guy, give them your P. Like, then I was like, okay, all right, let me go then. You know what I'm saying? Had a little drink and then we went in the studio, then I just blanked out. And man, boy, when I performed that verse, bro, the arena shakes. Like, so that was kind of cool. So when I just think about it, I was like, damn, what if I didn't change it? I think about that all the time.
Wow.
But I mean, maybe you can never tell. Maybe the original verse could have worked too. But
guess we'll never know. Huh?
Yeah, man.
Let's get another version of it somehow.
No, I actually want to put out the original verse.
Okay.
Just for like bands.
Okay. But we're talking about the collaborations. I mean, you got some amazing collaborations on here. We got Victoria Monet, you got Becky G, we got you brought Chris Brown again. I mean, you guys already did such an amazing record. How do these collaborations come together?
With Victoria, actually, I met her at the Grammys 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I met her.
That's the year that I think the Global Music Award was first introduced, right?
No. The
23 or 22.
I think the first time the African performance
Award,
was Yeah, so I met her that year. And then, we got in contact and started making music. Becky G, we always used to talk in the DMs, so about doing music. And eventually I just hit her up. She was in LA. I had this perfect record, took it to her. She bodied it right there. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, I don't even have to. That's my, like.
I'm hearing you guys
we got a
records.
Project coming. Yeah.
You guys got a project? What's that like working in the studio? Because it seems like you guys just don't.
He's the like you don't understand. If working with Chris will make you not want to go to bed, bro. Like I'm telling you, he works so hard and so freely too. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me a lot of myself. I feel like that's why we've been able to create so much classic records together, because like we, kind of like the same. You know what I'm saying? He's amazing. I did a couple shows, Breezy Bowl with him. I'm just amazing. I'm just happy to be part of his like crazy comeback, Yeah.
A few years back, he actually performed in Africa, right? With the like 80,000.
Yeah, he did. A couple years back. Yeah. That was like the first stadium show. He could have done stadiums since, but like the first stadium show that opened up for Chris was in South Africa. Wow. So I feel like when America saw that love, like, let's take our guy back before Africa. Because like, come on, that's Chris Brown, like, you know what I'm saying? And he just did 50-something stadiums.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In America, it's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Happy for him for that.
Love that. I mean, this album, obviously, you're very intentional with how it came together. The title itself, I know it seemed like you were trying to maybe have a simpler title, but actually realized there's a lot of deeper meaning in 5. Talk a little bit about what you discovered when you named the album 5. Yeah,
because of how like significance the album before that was to me, timeless. I took a break for a while, so like I wasn't online for like almost a year. Came back, dropped Timeless. So when I was thinking of like what name to call the other album, my friend was just like, "Yo, let's just call it 5." I was like, you know what? I'm about to just call it 5. 5th album. You know what I'm saying? Then after a while, I just kept on seeing 5 everywhere. I'm telling you, I kept on seeing 5 everywhere. Like I remember went to London, Paris, Italy, seeing 5 everywhere, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm about to like really, really research on this number, and it represented a lot with what I was doing at the time in my life. Symbol of hope, change, growth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of growth from my previous albums as well. It's simple with that. I
mean, what I love, even the intro where it kind of just breaks that down, like all the different meanings of it and how it ties together. Mm-hmm. The music, it's fun music, it's exciting music, but it always seems like there's some spiritual connection in the African music, no matter what you're talking about. It seems like it is something. Can you talk a little bit about that? I know that's not me.
To me, I feel like it's the instruments that you guys don't hear.
Yeah.
Do you know that there are sounds that you guys don't hear that we put in the music? Like maybe you hear, like maybe you're in the club and you just hear one beat. Boom, boom. You don't know what that does to you. You wouldn't know. Yeah. But music is like spiritual and stuff. But African music, no matter, like you said, like no matter what they talk, like if you go into a club and they're playing all kinds of music, obviously like R&B, trap. Once they play African music, the vibe will change.
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's no way the vibe will change. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just something that has been given to us by God. There's nothing. I don't feel like there's an explanation for that.
Yeah. I mean, you are forward about your beliefs and how the faith plays into just your life, and how does that connect to your music as well too?
I mean, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. You know what I'm saying? My dad's actually an elder in the church, apart from being a businessman. So obviously, like music, like my first piano teacher was from the church. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, Jesus Christ, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very faith-bound, faith-based. Especially with everything I do, we keep God first.
Yeah.
Very, very important to us.
Yeah. When you are making music and you are, getting the spiritual connection, are you thinking about how it's going to affect the listener? Are you making it for you first, or are you making it for the listener?
It depends so honestly, I make my music for both me, but for the listener as well.
Yeah.
Trust me, when I'm making music, I'm already thinking of how the crowd is going to sing this part, how the band is going to stop here, how we're going to. So all those things come into play when I'm making music. Definitely, you have to think about those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that your music and family has been a big part of you, even being able to overcome challenges and things that you've done. Talk a little bit about that importance of the family dynamic to help go through those challenges. I heard you say in an interview, if I can go through the things I went through, anybody can go through.
Yeah. I mean, my family, I don't play with them. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
siblings, my father. I lost my son in 2022. Do you understand? And if my family wasn't there was no way I was getting out of there. I'm getting out of that whole me and my wife. And be able to come out of that. And at this time, like, I've never ever been nominated for the Grammys. It's like I'm on my third album. You know what I'm saying? I'm in like a hole. But my family brought me out of that hole and stuck with me. I made sure like I was going to the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I had producers coming to the house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mourning this time. But like I'm making the most beautiful music ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that period, I dropped my album, and that album was 3 times Grammy nominated.
Wow.
My first time ever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
So,
No.
So I always tell people, and then I actually had a friend that actually lost his child, and you know what I'm saying? He came around me. I was like, "Yo, bro, trust me, this kind of situation, you have to make a choice. Are you going to be strong or are you just going to be weak?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my wife. She was my backbone in this, Shout out to my wife. She was my backbone during this period. My family, my siblings, especially. My father, especially.
Yeah.
He made sure he was there every day for almost a year.
Wow.
And then, when we overcame that, and now even when I'm just performing, I'm just seeing everybody's. Now we have twins. We have twins now.
Yeah.
So, we just did 8 here. So even when I'm just performing on stage and I'm just seeing everybody smile again, it's the music. The music brought life back to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I love music so much, man.
Wow.
Like it saved me.
Yeah.
It saved
That's
me.
amazing.
Trust me.
That's amazing. I am going to get ready to open it up in just a few. So if you guys have questions, you get ready. I'm going to come to you in a few. But speaking of 5 and making all these connections, I think it was about 5 years ago. We
yeah, you said so.
Yeah. When everything was closed down and we couldn't do interviews in person, we actually did a IG live interview on the GRAMMY Museum's account. But it was a big deal for you to be on your account because you were taking a break for a while.
Yeah.
So how do you? I mean, you have. I think you're like the most followed African artist of all time.
Yeah.
How do you balance out?
Most followed Africa individual.
Individual. Okay. All right. I was gonna put extras on all the time. Yeah. I was trying to put them extras on it. So, but I do want to know, with you having such a huge following, do you feel a responsibility to be open and transparent with them? And how because during that time, you wasn't even supposed to come back on your IG at that time. You're like, I'm going to do it for you guys, but I'm really taking a break.
I mean, that was like COVID times.
Yeah,
I was recording the album. It was just I was just going through a lot in my life at that time, so I actually just logged off. You know, the internet be crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I have like a big following online, and they tend to like be controlling sometimes. Like, you know how stanship can be, and you know what I'm saying, like messaging my friends, like, yo, wake him up, tell him we need to come tweet something. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm chilling. You know, me and my wife, we just got a house in Atlanta, so it's just like I'll just be home chilling. Apart from that, so when I'm not like active at work, but I love social media. I'm a very active person. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't mind like always being like active in like social media marketed my music so much. I use it a lot to market my music. Also use it for my artists. It's a good tool. If you know how to use it, it's a great tool.
Love it. Well, we got some people live in the audience too, so I think we can take some questions. Let me see.
Oh damn.
Oh, we got, okay. Let's start.
I can't
right
like,
here.
you know what? I thought it was only these people that were there. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. We'll start right here. Yeah.
So I love your music. I've seen you
Thank
in
you.
LA, in Portugal, all over. And I also say that I think your music spans generation. So we have 3 generations here that love your
Oh, okay. The mommy's there. Hey mama.
And 2 things. One's a statement. She actually went to secondary school with your mom.
Wow.
And there's actually a picture your mom shared with other students. I don't know if you've seen it, and I do want to show you one.
Yeah, come.
Of you when you're younger. But my question is, where do you see Afrobeats going in the next 5 to 10 years?
It's gonna be huge because there's so many, much more. Like the other, like years ago, you only mentioned like 5, 6, 7 of us. Yo, now it's like 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Killing it. You know what I'm saying? So I see. Let me see that picture. I haven't forgotten this. So I see. Oh snap! That's me. Oh. That's me and my mom. That's crazy. Can I drop it to one of my guys? I need that. Thank you. But I see like I see a real big blowout of African music, but I want us to also understand the importance of our fans back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just blow up, often forget, and just come to America. And I'm from America, so I can be in America. I was born here. I was born here, but like I just did my Nigerian tour. I went to like 5 states in Nigeria, and like, bro, emotional, like performing for people that would think like, they will never ever see me in their life. Do you understand? Giving them hope. Like, I flew down equipment from South Africa because obviously Nigeria is still growing. We don't have, but I flew out equipment from South Africa just to give them, even if it's 60% of what I give my fans here. That's what I wanted to give them. So all the stadiums were equipped with the most amazing sound. I wasn't even worried about the money. I don't even think I did. I think we broke even or something. Wow. But my whole thing on that tour was to give the experience to my fans, like exactly how we do here. So, and just imagine how many more, because artists sometimes they get carried away. You have 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, you run to America, you start doing these tours, then you end up in debt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like before I even thought of arena in America, I've done 8, 9 years in Africa, all around. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like what I just did with this tour back in Nigeria is going to influence a lot of other artists to, do the groundwork first. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria is big. There's 36 states. You can at least go to at least 15. You know what I'm saying? If you plan well. So that's one thing I was happy about this tour, that I was able to showcase that you can also do it in Nigeria. It's not every time London, America, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a great look, but it's also important to feed the home, you know?
Yeah. Love that. Where else we at? We'll go here, then I'm going to try to get some in the back as well, too. Yeah.
First of all, RP to your son and your mom.
Oh, thank you.
I have a question. So,
He got to show the shirt.
Oh, you got my
you can't just
shirt,
take
man.
the jacket off and not show the shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I performed at the World Cup. At the World Cup? Nah, I was happy for that one, man. I'm talking. Yeah, the World Cup. But the World Cup, funny enough, that opportunity I always had that opportunity because they plan for the World Cup. They plan a year before. You already know what you're doing and stuff. So that was But Qatar, I'm telling you that if that place is zen, like the hospitality they gave me and my wife, that was like our first time coming back to like. But you should see us partying like, well, it was amazing. And then we did the World Cup. And that's when Messi won. I go back and watch that every day. You know what I'm saying? Every other day, not every day. But it was an amazing experience because we was gone for a long time, and then I remember after that performance at the World Cup, we all went for dinner, and we were just thanking God like, at least we're able to get through this. And I remember that dinner very, 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 very.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
In the back, just right here. But right behind you. I just want to make sure I get some people in the back as well too. Yeah. Either both of you. We'll do it really quick.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Okay, are we expecting any albums next year? And the same we collab with MLA. Will you do something like
Shout out Shady Vibes, man. You like the Shady Vibes of you? Well, we spoke about doing music, definitely. Might happen. But with the album next year, my year is very, very busy. 2026 is actually so crazy that like a song of Timeless is blowing up now in America. Kante. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, so no, but it's like it's about to go crazy. But like next year, I have so much. I have a lot of festivals. I'm doing Coachella for the first time.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Wow. So, I think I will drop music next year. It might not be like an album, but I will definitely drop music next year. With the album, maybe the year after, maybe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's work this one more.
Right next, and then we go right here, and then I'll see you right there. Yeah.
I know you now. You were at my show, the 5. Yeah.
Once again, thank you for that moment. That was
Yeah, he came on stage. He danced with me. That was
word?
very nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
He can dance, so he moves better than a lot of people. Yeah, he moves crazy.
Yeah.
But now, once again, thank you for being here. So I don't know if I think I told you this before, but I grew up in China, and that's when I heard the music for the first time. And yeah, that was like maybe 6 years before I even moved to America. So Afrobeats is like growing in China, and I do see a lot of potential there. And I want to know, like, kind of going off of the earlier question, to bring it across borders outside of even Europe, Africa, North America. What is there that vision? And in order for that vision to happen, what steps do you think we need to take?
China?
For China?
I'm going to China next year.
Yeah.
We're doing China. We're doing Japan. I'm going to Saudi Arabia in a couple of days.
Woo.
2 shows. That's you know what I'm saying. So it's getting there. But I really want to go to Asia. That's like on my list for next year. Even if I don't have a show, because my friend just came back from China as well, and they were on the road, and every like corner was like African music, and like every other street was like Davido. I was like, I need to go to this. I need to go to this China. So definitely gonna be visiting. And if you notice, a lot of our songs, a lot of dancers from China dance to them, and we use them on TikTok. You know how it is on TikTok. So and they move crazy, like they move like how we move back home, like it's crazy.
Yeah. We have one back there, and then I saw you right here. Yeah.
What's up? I'm going to Zambia in December. I am.
We're going to just start shouting out places. And he just shout them out.
I'm going to Zambia on the 20th.
Yeah, you got to shout out a place before
On the
you ask a
21st,
question.
right? Yes, I'm going.
Like, we have some good artists from Zambia, like Zambia goes crazy about you. We have the likes of Bill Max and like Jay Trigger. I would really like if you consider to like look at some of the others and consider.
Every time I go to like I haven't gone in a long time, but like back then when I used to go to like African countries for tour, I'd always ask like who's the biggest artist here, stuff like that. Link up with them, do music. That's how I met Diamond when I went to Tanzania in 2014, and then we did that record and it blew up, and then that's how went to South Africa, linked up with Uhuru long way before like Amapiano even started. I've been doing music with South African since. So like everywhere I go, I tend to try and Ghana too as well. So everywhere I go, at the same. So everywhere I go, I tend to, look for the artists or the people around to make music with them as well. So when I get to Zambia, what's his name? Yo Maps and Jake Sugar. I'll make sure I look for it.
All right. I have my man right here, and I saw you right there, too. Yeah.
What's going on, Davido? How you doing?
What's up?
My name is actually Zona. I flew all the way from Boston to be.
Wow.
Wow.
Shout out Boston. Every time I'm on tour, Boston tickets sell the fastest after Toronto.
Wow.
I'm reaching out as an Afrobeats artist myself. DJ Prince actually sent me. That's my big
Okay.
wedding. But I wanted to ask, one thing I've always wanted to give you your flowers on is the fact of how you bridge both worlds. Being born in Atlanta and being able to code switch the way you do, knowing the culture of the U.S., but also being Nigerian, Yoruba bred. So I wanted to ask you, as a pillar in the Afrobeat scene, do you ever consider keeping an eye out for artists within the U.S. who have that same skill you have of being able to bridge both worlds? And if you do, where can I sign?
Whoa. Not mad at it at all. He was ready.
You ready?
He
boy?
was ready. Yeah.
That's how I was. But I actually just signed this dude from Atlanta. His name is Toye. He actually was in he went to college in America. He reminds me a lot of myself. So he just moved back early this year. Early this year. And he's actually like been grinding out. Where are you from? Sorry, Nigeria? Yeah. Okay. Igbo, okay. So he's actually been grinding out. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy just to like, I know like now he's like getting his feet a little bit, but I know like how difficult it was for him just making that bold move to, pack your bags and go. You have your passport, have you? Making that bold move and going to Nigeria to do music. You know what I'm saying? So he's catching his feet now, but I'll check his stuff out. Holly, just get, you know what I'm saying? I'll check his shit out.
Yeah. I think we'll go here, then we'll go here. Yeah, I see you.
Love your music, love your work. Follow you since back when you dropped in JS1.
Crazy. Yeah.
Bro, African, mental health is a better topic, especially back home. We don't talk about it enough. We usually struggle when it comes up. And like, I know you artists, high highs, low lows, man. Like, you're selling out stadiums one day, another day could be like something else. So like, how do you take care of yourself, man? Like, how are you keeping up?
Man, going home. Sometimes just like, man, I'm going, I just go out for like 2 weeks and just be, because it's not easy, man. Like, we're on the road, we don't get time to like relax and just like, sometimes even when I'm just doing too much, I just start having like some anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I need to go home. It's like, especially like when I did like, after like 28 shows, and don't forget, after the 28 shows, I had to go straight into my wedding. And then from the wedding, I had to go straight back to tour. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, it was getting to a period at a time where I was like, I couldn't even go out because I was even being mean to people. Like, I was like, I'd be like, no, leave me alone. So I would have to stay at home. I'm telling you, like in the mall, I'm like, even like, some old women who come there, I'm like, I'm like, please, man, not today, please. Do you understand? So, because it gets overwhelming a lot. Do you understand? There are some days where we have the shows in the arena, and I want to go back. After the show, I want to go party. And there's some days where from the stage, I'm emptying my car and I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So we're human beings as well. So, but the mental health thing is very, very good. A lot of artists go through a lot and they don't speak. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'll speak. So people are different. But yes, it's a very, very important, topic. Yeah. That should be addressed sometimes. Yeah. And therapy too. I have people I talk to. Yeah, I have pastors I call. I have people I talk to that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We got time for one more question. We're going here.
Sure.
My name is Stone Nana. I'm from down at T-Challenge.
Okay.
Growing up,
I'm going to get ampling. I'm going everywhere.
but growing up, the drummer. Growing up, he had a really good connection with Fela. And
Wow.
anytime when Fela would come to Ghana, he would leave his drummer at home, and my dad would drum for him. So in Ghana, right? So my question is, Ghana and Nigeria, we have this love, right? We always hear, we can't tell about Jollof. What do you think, how do you feel that connection is for you and like when you go to Ghana? Like, what is
Ghana is like my second. I love Ghana, man. Shout out my boy Stone Boy. You know that's my very, very good friend, and it's just like it's a 40 minutes flight from Lagos. Shout out, Ghanaian music, love it. You know what I'm saying? I just released a song with King Promise last week, also. So I'm always dabbling into Ghana, and Ghana is like peaceful. Like Lagos is like, and Ghana is like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is now. But shout out to all the artists in Ghana. Respect. It's always been love from my side. I've worked with a lot of people. Worked with Sakode. I've worked with Shatawale. I've worked with Stone Boy. The list goes on. So yeah, shout out to GH, man. Yeah. All right.
Awesome. Great questions, you guys. Amazing questions. I know we're getting ready to hear some music, but before you go, you kind of said 2026 is already going to be crazy. Is there anything you can let us know or what we can expect? I don't know, whatever you can share. Up for the Grammy Award with you. Yeah.
Amen. But definitely, like I said, I was doing Coachella, so we're doing other festivals as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be announcing a big UK date. You know what I'm saying? Very, very special. But yeah, music as well. And just pushing the culture more.
Yeah.
I'm working on a big documentary. I'm executive producing like 2 movies.
Wow.
That's gonna be shot. Yeah, that's gonna be shot in Nigeria as well. So, and I have a role. I'm acting a little.
Okay. All right.
So that's gonna be exciting and stuff.
Love it. Well, can we give a big round of applause for Davido? Appreciate you, man.